And we're live. Happy, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Jason, David, Johnny, hi, how are you doing? I see that you put your names in there. I hope everything is going well. Having a great day in Belize, David, I hope. Things are happy down there. The farm is doing well and all that sort of good stuff. Jason over in Sweden, welcome. Johnny, I don't know where you are, but welcome anyway. And it's a great evening, nice and cool actually in the Philippines tonight. It's very, very nice to see, and probably won't even need air conditioning tonight, so that's a good thing. I'll give it a couple more minutes to let some more people get in. Tonight's all right, David. That's good to see. I love Belize. So much fun there. I'll give a few more minutes for some more people to come on in. Tonight is a business opportunity session. I'll be going through the PDF and letting you know a little bit about how Neura Tech is. One of the best systems that I've been in. I've been working with online marketing and businesses for many years now. Since 1996, I think is when I opened my first online earning account, a good old ClickBank. I saw that you could sell other people's stuff and make some money. So I opened an account there and did a whole bunch of things with that and had some fun and sold a whole bunch of good things, but found that the advertising and email lists you have to get and the money that you had to spend, you see these advertisements for people saying, "Yeah, you get on the ClickBank and you can make a $1 jillion in a second." Well, yeah, you can, and there's some really good programs that are on ClickBank, Digistore 24, JavaZoo, and some of the other ones. Terry, hi, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. And you can make some great money, but you're going to spend a lot of money too, just to do affiliate advertising and getting up sales pages and working on trying to find people to buy your stuff. And that's where the work comes in. That's where the hard part is, and the money costs a lot of money to do those kinds of things. You can work with affiliate marketing on many sites. Amazon is probably the most popular. Wish has it, DHgate has it, AliExpress has it, Walmart, TravelZoo, DHgate. Did I say that already? I think I did. Or you can go and you can set up an affiliate link, same as you can with ClickBank. Get your hop link. That's what ClickBank calls it. Dolly, good to see you in here, Dolly. And that can work very, very well for you if you're willing to put the time and effort in and the money in to make it happen. And online, yeah, that's getting your products out there to people is not the easiest thing that you can do. It's, you'll have to go out and find a list, create a list. You always should have a list anyway, because the money's in your list. The more people you have on your list, the more money you'll make, because people that sign up onto your list would already trust you and tend to buy things from you. That's one good thing that working with ClickBank and Digistore and those kinds of sites, Amazon, any affiliate link will help you do that. And but buying the lists or creating the lists, you basically the rule of thumb, if you want to use that term, for every 1,000 people on your list, that could mean $100 in your bank account every month for sending out. We got 10,000 people on your list, and you send out your links once a week. Some people some people send out links every day, but you figure on a 10,000 email list, you'll probably earn $1,000 a month from it. But you got to create that list, and that's one of the things where what these guys that we're going to be talking about tonight have really stepped up and come to the plate to alleviate for us. And it's pretty exciting because artificial intelligence is taking over most things that are done online these days. One of the channels that I listen to on how to be wealthy states that AI is going to take over. There won't be a stockbroker's job in the near future because AI is going to do it. Same with crypto traders and that kind of thing. AI is going to do it. What's happening now because of what Neura Tech has done, the company we'll be talking about tonight, is AI is being used to go and hunt for things out in the marketplace that people are looking for. The trend today is computers, so let's go set up computer links for Lenovo and Acer and all these computer companies and send all those links out there for our members. And then when somebody's reading an article on what the 10 best computers are, there's an ad that pops up, and one of them could be yours from Neura Tech or yours from Lenovo, because you can go to Lenovo and set up an affiliate link through there. You can go to private jet companies and sell private jets or tours on them, at any rate, trips on them. There's all kinds of companies out there offer affiliate links. What this company is doing is basically doing that all for you. It's all autopilot. And I guess it's kind of disclaimer time. Nothing on here. This is education stuff. All I'm going to do is tell you about something that I'm doing, and it's up to you whether you want to do it or not. I hope you see what I see in it because of the possibilities and the realities of what's happening right now. The company has been, I guess it was a gleam in their eye back in 2010, something like that. But it's gone through all the processes to develop everything and put the people in place and the businesses in place so that everything can be done on autopilot. We'll get into that a little bit later. This is a sales game. Okay. So nothing's guaranteed. You may not have any sales one day. You may have 1,000 the next, depending on what your ad budget is. And if you don't have an ad budget, it doesn't matter what business you're in, right? If you don't have any advertising gone out there, at least at the beginning, nobody's going to know about you. In a mall or something like that with a brick and mortar, yeah, I suppose you can rely on some walk by traffic and that sort of thing. But I know back in my brick and mortar, when I was way back in my younger years, I spent $18,000 on sending flyers out. I spent thousands and thousands and I don't even remember the numbers on radio ads and all that kind of stuff to let people know that my store was there, so they can come in and never mind going to the vendor to get their beer. They could come to me and get kits and make it at home. And I did well with it, but it was costly to start off with. It cost me, I would say, well, first off, I had to get the place I had to rent the office or the storefront, which was $1,500 a month. Then I had some great landlords, and they redid the entire place the way that I wanted it, but there wasn't no shelves or anything like that. But they put the tile down that I wanted. They put up painted the walls and made a separate room for temperature controlled for storage of wine and beer and that sort of stuff. I had to then get all the furnishings and the cash registers and all that kind of sort of stuff and set it all up. And once that was done, there was $65,000 worth of inventory I had to bring in and that sort of thing. I probably spent $100,000 by the time I'd even opened. For a 23-year-old, I was 23 when I did it. And I was scared spitless because I knew that it was a business that was going to be very, very big, especially being in Canada and, beer being as expensive as it is. I know a lot of other places are very much the same, not so much in the States, but UK, Canada, it's crazy. So I knew that it was going to be big, and it was just at the very beginning. And now you've got craft beers all over the place. So, you get into a brick and mortar and that sort of thing. There's still no guarantees. That $100,000 could have just been poof. I don't know. All I know is that if I put the time and effort in, which was back then 14, 15, 16-hour days, 7, 8, 9, I think 10 days a week sometimes. But at the very end, I had 2 locations open and ended up selling it. And that's when I moved out to the West Coast and bought my first sailboat in 96. So, there's no guarantees that anybody can offer you for what's going to happen here. This is sales. You put your money in and you buy the advertising. The robot goes out and sends super targeted advertising out for you, and you'll make money. Or there's a very good chance that you'll make money. Most everybody that I know on my team here, which there is now about 3,700 of us, we're all making a little bit of money, and some of us are making a lot of money. So let me just, I think we got 14 people in here. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome. I'm sort of babbling on about this great business that I'll be showing you here tonight because I'm so excited about it. Let me just share my screen and get the PDF file. Or I want to go through a couple other things first, and then we'll go into the PDF file to show you it. A lot of you have seen this already, but let's look at e-commerce that's going on since in this, again, 2023. I did look this week. There hasn't been any 2024 information things put out yet, but make it a little bit bigger for everybody to see. Over 2.14 billion shoppers in the world that are online. Okay, 4.4% increase from 2020 to 2021. It's 27% of the global population buy something online, and they spend, each one of them, $2,310 a year on average. And this was, 23. It was a year and a bit ago. So it's good. It's a little bit more now. Number one, things cost a little bit more, of course. I won't get into the reasons on that. That's a whole nother issue. But there's also more people, more things to be bought online, right? You can buy everything online. In the United States alone, 268 million online shoppers, and they spend on average almost 3,500 a year. All right, a 16.2% increase from 2020. That's 70% of the U.S. population have bought something or will buy something online. Wouldn't you like a piece of that? Even if you got 1% of that, if you got a half of a quarter of a percent of that, you're going to do pretty well. 20% of all retail sales happen online. I mean, everybody goes to Amazon to even have a look. I know here in the Philippines, Amazon, their Amazon here is called Lazada, and anything and everything is available online. You have a look, you punch some buttons, and then 2 days later it's at your door. It's absolutely fantastic. And we also got training on shopping online back in the about March 2020. It sort of happened to us involuntarily that we sort of had to change our ways of doing things and going and buying things online because we couldn't go out anywhere. 2024, that's already done. We're into 2025 now. 7 trillion in online sales. Shopify being one of the biggest online stores. If you have a product that you want to sell, or you're an artist, you do paintings, or you do lathe turnings, or you print t-shirts, anything like that, Shopify will help you out with a store, but it's going to cost you to do that. Digital shoppers in the States from 2017 to 2025, 215 million, all the way up to 279.9 million. In millions. Okay, and that's at the end of 2024. Projected to 284 million by the end of 2025. I think it'll be higher than that myself. I do. Just giving you some numbers here of the things that are going online, and that's what Neura Tech does, is they help us put everything out there for people to buy and give us a pretty good chunk of change in order to for that help. Total retail sales, 7% retail sales were online in 2015. This year, 24% is projected. I think, again, it'll be higher than that, much higher than that, because we are being trained in that. We're, like I say, everybody goes, how many people call travel agents these days? Yeah, some still do. And I think travel agents can do a very, very good job for you. However, with all these travel sites, of which Neura Tech is partnered with a few of them, bookings.com, trip.com, several of them actually, you can just go online, book your own trip and save a pile of dollars too. And now through Neura Tech, you can save even a little bit more if you buy your trip through that. What are the countries? Well, we have the Philippines and India are neck and neck for their percentage of the global retail e-commerce. Then we have Indonesia, Brazil, Vietnam, Argentina, Malaysia, Thailand, Mexico, and the US way down the bottom here at 16%. These numbers are going to go higher. I'm surprised that Philippines and India are as low as they are because of everything that's available online here. I haven't been to India yet, but I'm looking forward to it. But everything that's available in India to buy online, it just gives you an idea of where the internet retail marketplace is going and what kind of dollars are there to be brought in. Just because you shared or your robot, not even you don't even have to do it. A robot shared your link for Travala or Trip or Adidas or Lenovo computers or Acer computers or Subway or something along those lines. So that just gives you an idea of what is available for us. And now what we do here, let me just go right up to the top of this one, is introducing Neura Technologies. This is a company that has been around for a while in various ways, a couple of different ways, starting out with an idea with a couple of guys in their basement, saying, well, what if we did this? Same like Jeff Bezos did. I remember him back in '96 when I was looking at ClickBank and that sort of stuff. There were news articles about this silly guy in Seattle that was selling books out of his garage and using the internet to do that. Do you think he did well? I think he did well. Disclaimer again, our advertising campaigns are advertising campaigns. There's no guarantees. Your cashback rewards calculated by the companies that we deal with. We don't calculate that. The percentages that we get are, and the wait times are calculated by the companies themselves. We don't do that. We just take advantage, and they say, "Oh yeah, we'll gladly sell your stuff sell our stuff through Neura Tech, so that we can have a bigger customer base." But these are what you have to follow. So we put it in, and it follows those guidelines. The sales performance, again, no indication of what anybody's going to sell in the future, right? You can have a $100 million sales month, and then the next month there's only 20,000. Or you can have there's no guarantees that anything can ever be set in stone, right? Our Protect Fund, that is an interesting fund that for the commissions that we get, it's split two ways, and Neura Tech takes a portion of the commissions and puts it into a protect fund so that returns, damaged goods, shipping, stuff doesn't show up. Those things happen. Those things happen. We've all got a product from Amazon or from somewhere that we've ordered and it's been damaged, or it wasn't. No, they sent the wrong thing. So the protect fund is there to cover that should the sale not get finalized. We get paid anyway because they have this on the side saying we'll put this amount over here just to be sure that all our members get paid on whatever sale they make. So that's a really, really big plus for Neura Tech. About Neura Tech, revolutionizing the way people shop. Okay. The NeuraBot is an AI-powered, fully automatic cashback platform. What the NeuraBot does is it goes out into the internet and finds out what the trends are, what people are looking for. We're looking for shoes this week. Okay, great. We can set up advertising campaigns for our members that include Adidas, Crocs, Puma, Nike, and several different sporting goods stores and those sorts of things to directly target people that are looking for what the best sneakers are, right to them with a member link on it. And that person reading the article, an ad pops up. It might be one of yours. It might be one of mine or any other number. It might not be anybody's. It might just be the company's. When the customer clicks on that, or the person that's reading the article clicks on that, says, oh, I like these new style Nikes or Adidas shoes, and I want to buy a pair or two, and they click the button and it's your link, you get a commission. And oh yeah, but how are anybody going to find just my link? Well, it rotates them. I don't know the exact procedure that the robot sends everything out there for us, but what happens is there are so many people buying, and especially because they're highly targeted for what people are looking for, right? There are millions and millions and millions of people that are going to buy a set of running shoes. So only, our membership base, I don't know what it is right now, but I'm sure it hasn't reached 100,000 people yet. And we're just getting started. So, the chances of it being yours are good. That's all I can say. The chances of the customer buying something are good because it was highly targeted. It was sent directly to them because they were looking at that particular niche. All right. For businesses, we're bringing on more and more businesses all the time because they see the customer base and want to make more sales. Yeah, okay, they have to give up a little bit of a percentage to work through us. But I would much rather have 1% of 100 people than 100% of one. So the more people that go and buy their product, the more money they make, and the more money that Neura Tech can make for their members. So what we do is empower consumers by offering a seamless way to save money on their everyday purchases. And we empower businesses by bringing those consumers to them through the direct marketing that we do and the targeted marketing that we do. Where are we? Well, so far we have offices in England, Hong Kong, and Canada. And just show you here's our English office, PGSI Management, which is at 3 More London Place, London, England. Members here have been there, and yes, verified, it's really there. Brizalco Sirhi. I love these names throughout the whole planet. They're so fun to try to pronounce. Sorry if I get your name wrong in that. He's one of the directors. Okay. And then the next, there's 2 more directors. We have Jiang Ping and William Porter, both, all 3 directors of the London office. And you can go and visit them if you want. It's right there, 3 More London Place. If somebody's in London, go and see them. I know that some of the members already have. In Hong Kong, the address is 700 Nathan Road, Hong Kong. Hong Kong, Hong Kong. That office was incorporated 13th of August last year. And yes, it's been there. It's been visited and verified. So, in the business registration in the Hong Kong database, this is the number right here, 769-34029. So you know that there's real things behind this. In Ontario, it is 222. I don't remember the name of the street. This one is a quote, I want to say virtual office. There's actually an office there, but you have to make an appointment to go and see somebody. In Ontario, they require that there be a mailing address in order to register a business or incorporate a business. And truthfully, there really doesn't need to be one, right? This is 100% internet based, and people can work on this business anywhere in the globe that there's an internet connection. And with Starlink now, that can be in the middle of the Pacific Ocean and 1,000 miles from anywhere. So the registration here, and the one in Ottawa, anyway, the office exists. A friend of mine has actually been there and visited. So it's there, and yeah, they have some space there. The reception was, I'm sorry, there's nobody in the office right now, but if you make an appointment, somebody'd be glad to come and see. Oh, okay, great. But again, is there really a reason for this nowadays? It's one of the things the government has is the lack of ability to stay in the forefront of things that are cutting edge. I think they're still doing paperwork and not using computers as well as they possibly could. I know they do here in the Philippines and other places in the world, Central America, Belize. David, I'm sure you can attest to how things are so well kept in the Belize government offices. At any rate, everybody's getting a little better as time goes on, and there may be a time when you can have a registered business and not have a mailing address, and then why would you? Right? Because if you don't have to be there, just a way to get a hold of you, your home address would be just as good. But what they wanted to do was have real office buildings and real offices in the big places, so that they're the presentation is there. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, so there's proof. England PGSI Management is the company that runs Neura Tech. Hong Kong, Neura Technologies Limited. Canada, Neura Tech Global Limited. And that's not all. We're starting to open up more offices. The New York office is underway right now. Dubai is next, Singapore, then Paris, and then Dublin. So we're going to have offices all over the world, and I'm sure they're not going to stop there. So what is the impact and potential of artificial intelligence? You go back to get this out of the way. I'll put that up there, and then it won't be in anybody's way. What is the impact? You go back into the late 1800s, early 1900s in the textile industry. And what happened was somebody invented an automatic loom. So all of these textile manufacturers who had loom operators doing the weaving of all the textiles are saying, oh my God, we're not going to have a job anymore. And you know what? They didn't. But all these automatic looms that came out, they needed somebody to build them. They needed somebody to maintain them, and everything else that goes along with that. So their job as a loom operator went away, but they found that after the automation came into play, there were more jobs in the textile industry than there were loom operators, and everybody had a job and they were looking for more. So yeah, it will displace some jobs, but that means that there's going to be programmers. There's going to be all kinds of opportunities out there. You just got to change what you're doing a little bit. Might have to learn a new skill. Okay, not a big deal. Market growth to 240 billion in 2023, 1.5 trillion by 2030. That's only 5 years away, right? 1.5 trillion dollars. You want a piece of that? AI will help you do that, and Neura Technologies is using that AI to ensure that the members do get a piece of that. Super industry disruption. Like I said earlier, in a very short period of time, there won't be any such thing as a stockbroker. There won't be any such thing as several of those kinds of jobs, because a robot will do them all for you. A robot trader can do a far better job than a human can. I mean, back in the 60s or 50s, when I want to sell or buy 15 shares of IBM, or the stockbroker said, okay, I'll mark that in at this price right now, and he had to fill out a piece of paper, put it in a canister, go over to the vacuum tube, and send it up. It took minutes to solidify that. Now an AI robot doing trades both in the stock market and in crypto and anywhere else, the commodities, any market that's out there, they can do hundreds of transactions a minute. So, it's not so much the stockbrokers being displaced and the traders being displaced, is there's new things coming on so that more people can take advantage of it without having all the tenacity and knowledge, really, of doing all that for you. Productivity boost, 14% up 14% by 2030, 15.7 trillion added to the world economy because of AI. Now, if 15.7 trillion is added to the economy, that means that people will still be working. There's no threat of everybody being unemployed and not being able to pay their rent and buy their food, right? So AI is doing some great things. It can be scary as all get out, but it can be such a godsend too, because of what it's capable of, right? Everybody here, I'm sure, has has been using Chat GPT or other ones that come up, Genesis or Copilot, those ones. Investment surge, AI is going crazy with people putting money into it right now. 300 billion annually by this year, which is going to probably triple by 2030. That's just me talking. I don't know that, but I know how these kinds of trends go, and it's going to be huge. It's not just a technology; it's a force that is changing the world, right? How does Neura Tech use that? Well, first of all, we have the cashback systems. All right, what's a cashback? That means, all the credit cards have it nowadays. You use our card, and we'll give you 2% cash back on all your spends. Okay, I'll do that, and I'll get my air miles, I'll get my cash back, I'll get my free sub, I'll get my. It's incentive marketing. So this is what cashback has been doing, and it's been doing it for a while, but it's just starting to get into play because people want to save a little bit more, right? So that's what happens, and for businesses, it encourages repeat business, and it brings new customers in. Oh, well, I'll go over here because they give a cashback. I'll use this card because they give a cashback. I'll go to this website because I can use my affiliate link and get a small cashback, right? And it personalizes the behavior as well, because if a customer buys this, the AI can say, oh, okay, well, they're interested in that. So what other campaigns can we send to those people, right? I did that all manually with ClickBank and JVZoo and all these other ones, Digistore 24, that sort of thing. So much easier with Neura Tech because it's all done for you. It's automated. We're streamlined. We feed the robot with some advertising budget, and it goes out and does the thing for us. We check in every day to see how much money we made. It's that simple, guys. So welcome to Neura Tech Global. That's basically everything that goes on with us. So the robot goes out and does everything for you. And here's the neat thing is, yeah, it costs money. This isn't free. This isn't get rich quick. It never will be, never could be. All right. I mean, sure, if you got 10 grand to start off with, it'll go a lot faster for you. Not everybody has that. But if you do, you might want to think about it. But as far as dollars that you have to put in out of your pocket, well, stop. Don't right now, right? Get back with the person that brought you to this meeting and ask them, all right, how do I get started? And they'll give you a code. All right. They'll give you a code, and that's good for $50 toward your first advertising campaign. All right. And then you put that in, that goes under your advertising budget, and you see how the system works. You'll see it takes about 48 hours after you put in the code for the robot to set up your ad campaign. And then you'll see sales in your back office in about 24 hours. Are they big sales? No, they won't be, because it's $50. And that $50 will probably see the bigger the advertising campaign, the more it can spend. The smaller, the less it can spend. And the robot does spread it out. So a $50 doink will probably go about a month, maybe a little bit longer. And then you'll have to feed the robot again. And then you'll have to continue to feed the robot. Okay. It's an endless thing. You don't do any advertising, you're not going to get any sales, you're not going to earn any commissions. So the first thing that we do here at Neura Tech is enhance savings, boost sales, actionable insights, and we drive growth and efficiency in the retail sector because of the super targeted advertising. The problem, lack of savings. Everybody wants it. I mean, groceries are expensive nowadays. Going out for dinner. I mean, I remember late 90s, family of four went out for dinner and it was $40. Not a big deal, right? That was a beer and a glass of wine. The kids had their beverages and four entrees and dessert and whatnot. And it was $40. Not that big of a deal, but now you're lucky if two people can go out and have a Big Mac and a large fries and not spend $100, just because of the price of things these days. I mean, I know I'm exaggerating for McDonald's, but a quarter pounder with cheese and large fries and a drink for two people, you're probably looking at $40. Right now, add two more of the family. That's $100 gone, right? So we want to maximize the savings with the cashback side of it. Subway, Kentucky Fried Chicken, all these fast food places, they used to have loyalty things. You got a card and you buy 10, you get one free. Well, the cashback alleviates that. Now you slide your card and you get a little bit of money back, or you go to a website, you get a little bit of money back. If you order through their online website, it's a little cheaper than if you were to go dine in and that sort of stuff. And then there's customer retention that we have, and that helps businesses. The data insights that helps businesses, which attracts more businesses to us so that we can have more affiliate links to send out so the members can earn more money. It's win-win-win. It wins. The AI robot, the Neurobot, wins. Neura Tech marketing wins. We win, and the businesses win because everybody works together to earn a little bit of money. It's really a beautiful, beautiful system. Our solution, automated cashback. Again, tracks and processes cashback rewards. When somebody buys from a member link, It's all automatic, and it gets shown in your back office as to what they bought, how much they spent, the amount of commission that is split. Remember, I said there's a protect fund. It's split. We get 55% of it. The company gets 45% of it to put into their protect fund, so that everybody gets paid, whether the sale gets finalized or not. Right? Personalized offer. Again, someone is doing something in it. They're looking at wedding gowns online at some of the stores, and then up comes oh, you're looking for a wedding gown. Well, why not look at this place and buy there? It might be a little bit cheaper, or it might have a better design that you like, or that sort of thing. Okay. And honestly, that's the biggest fashion is the biggest online retail sales that there is. The enhanced insights, the business analytics, understanding customers and being able to target and sell a little bit more, and building the trust between the business and the customer as well. And the integration is super, super simple. I mean, nothing gets more easy than NeuraBot. Nothing. It is so simple. How to work? Well, you got to sign up. Get with the person that brought you here. They have an affiliate link. They can give you this PDF as well. It's when you sign up, it's in your back office in 24 different languages. So the globe is pretty much covered. Okay. So you sign up, and then you use your certificate, get the certificate from the person that brought you here. And then that $50 goes into operation. That goes into your ADV balance, just to say, okay, robot, here's some money. The robot goes, oh, good. Get to go spend some money. You get to go, and then it sets up a campaign for you. 48 hours later, it gets transferred into your advertising budget. And then 24 hours after that, you'll start to see sales. Probably before then, but I usually say 24 hours. Just, it's got to get a little bit of attraction. It's got to propagate out onto there, and the sales have to be made, and then it shows up in your back office, and you can start to see. I mean, in my back office, I just checked a little while ago, since October the 13th, I've got 260 some odd pages of sales that I've made. Some of them for $10, $12, some of them for 35 cents. Doesn't matter to me. I made a sale, and that gets added to my cash back. And that redistribution brings those commissions back to us. The processing is all automatic. We don't have to do anything. All we have to do is go in and see, how much money do we make today? Oh, hey, I made $30. Whoop-de-doo, some people say. $30 to make $30 in a day is, a month's income for some countries. So, never diss the little stuff, because that little stuff can be parlayed into big stuff. And that's what you can do here with this. You take the $50 and you earn $20 or so, $25 with the profits that are made from the advertising campaigns. And then you can put a little bit more in and put it back. And then the next thing you know, that turns into $135, and you put it back into that more advertising. And then that turns into $200. And then you put that back into more advertising, and down the road, it's a good possibility that you will have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in your advertising budget that are active, and you'll be earning a good percentage of that. Nothing's guaranteed. Like I say, nothing's guaranteed, but the averages are 25 to 35% a month. You put $1,000 in, and the robot goes out and makes the sales for you, and you'll probably get $1,200 to $1,350 back. So then you take that $1,000 and you put it back in, and the next round you'll get that a similar profit. Okay, I mean, this is not an investment. Remember that. They use the word investment in the same way that the used car salesman does. 1927 Buick is a great investment. Well, in that case, it might be, because it would, but we all know that cars aren't investments. They're liabilities, because it costs you to keep them. Well, with this, you're advertising, we're buying advertising, and we're using that advertising to make a profit in sales. And so it's not an investment. This is not governed by SEC or anything like that, because we don't do trading. We don't do any of those kinds of things. We buy advertising and hope. And that hope is well placed because of the returns that we do get, the profits that we do get from the sales that are made, right? And the higher the advertising budget, of course, the more campaigns that can be done, the more sales can be made, and on and on and on it goes. And that's basically it. If you want to be a passive member of this, all you got to do is just feed the robot. Once, twice a month. A lot of people, they get their paycheck and they take $50 out and they put it towards a advertising campaign, or $100 or something like that. A lot of people, they start, I got $1,000 sitting in my bank account not doing anything, so I might as well do this and earn some for it. Is it going to come back to you in 2 or 3 seconds like some other places out there promise? No. Again, I say it's not a high yield. There are high yields, yes, but honestly, even a brick and mortar business, if they're not making 25-35% in profits every month, they're out of business in a year. Absolutely out of business in a year. Trust me, I know. And I worked my butt off in my brick and mortar to ensure that I turned over my inventory, so that there was that. I had 30% for the cost of the goods to replenish my shelves. I had 30% for rent and utilities and other expenses, and I had 30% profit. Okay, if you're not doing that, you're out of business. Okay, so somebody coming along and telling you, you can't make 35% in a month. Well, in a bank, you're not going to. Absolutely. In a traditional type of investment, no, you're not. You're absolutely not. Anybody that tells you that you can either knows something that the general public doesn't know. Yeah, they're out there. I know that they're out there. And if you got 10, 15, 20 million dollars to play with, yeah, you could probably do that. But Joe Sixpack and Sally Housewife just doesn't. They're having a hard enough time making the rent. So why not use this to earn a couple hundred extra a month, or $1,500 and put it towards vacations or going out and those kinds of things. Why not? Right? Why leave it in the bank where it costs you money, where you can put it into an advertising campaign where it's going to make you money? Okay, so maybe it takes 2 months for you to get that money. So what? Would you rather have $1,000 be sitting in your bank account so you can have free checking and not earn any interest on it at all? 350 as opposed to even in a savings account or a GIC or a CD. CD right now is what, 4% a year? Then you can get up to money market funds. You might get into 8, and you get into mutual funds. They're starting to do a little better now, but they're still barely, if ever, touching double digits for a year. I remember back in the 80s when they were doing almost 20-25%. Now, not so much. And that's that kind of a cycle. Is it's up, it's down, it's all over the place, and who knows what's going to happen. I remember what happened in 2008. Everybody lost everything. Why? Because it was with the bank. Lehman Brothers will never close. Where are they now? Enron, perfect investment. Go put your money there, and you're going to make millions. Okay. Can anybody show me where Enron's offices are today? They don't exist. So nothing's guaranteed. But you have a very, very good chance of this doing something very, very good for you. And then all you have to do is feed the robot. Completely passive. You don't have to do anything else. But wait, there's more. I'll go through that very, very quickly as well. We're almost up to the hour here. I only want to take an hour of your time. What we do, these are some of the partners. Okay, advertising campaigns. They're Google AdSense, Admitat, Facebook, Yandex, OpenAI. We also use Pinterest, Instagram, you name it. we'll use it to send advertising out for it. Lenovo, these are just some of the companies that we work with. Okay, but we also have a marketing plan. So if you want to be active, and honestly, for something this good, why wouldn't you share it with your friends? Why wouldn't you share it with people? Because they could use a little bit extra too. Okay, we've got they say multi-level affiliate plan. Yeah, no, it's unilevel. It goes down several layers deep, and you can build it like a multi-level kind of thing, an Amway type of business with or Shackley or that kind of thing with you tell two friends and they tell two friends and so on and so on and so on, and it works very, very well. We've got 3 more ways to make money doing that. A unilevel bonus, you'll earn commissions from your entire team's advertising spends that are differential. Based on your rank. You bring somebody new in, you'll earn 5%. You're new, you bring somebody new in and they put in $100, you'll make $5. Okay. If you're seasoned and gone up a few levels in the rank, that gets another bonus that kicks in with the ranking bonus. As you go through the ranks and your team volume increases, your bonuses increase. And then the cashback booster. I mentioned earlier, there's a $50 certificate you can use. If you give $50 to somebody to see how this works for them, and they use it, then you'll also get another 5% from all the advertising that they purchase from the outside and bring in. All right, I mean, money's got to come from somewhere, right? So there's 3 levels of more earning that you can do. All right, a marketing plan. This is the differential bonus. Just as a general member is 5%. As a partner is 5%, and then it goes up to 6%, all the way up to 15%. Now, as an executive beyond, it stays at 15%. It doesn't go any higher than that. And the differential is, for instance, you're at the developer stage and you bring in somebody at the member stage, you would earn the difference between the 11% and 5%. So you would earn a 6% commission on it. Okay. And it goes all the way up to 15%. Yeah. All right. You're a golden expert. Whoops. Get back there. Gold. There. You're a golden expert and one of your teammates turns executive. There's no differential. So that bonus goes away. But this one farther makes up for it with the marketing plan and the ranking bonus. When you get up into those levels, expert, you're looking at having a 25,000 active advertising budget and $8 million in your team. All right. By the time you're an expert, there's going to be a lot of people in your team. And it's not out of the question to have $8 million, $8.386 million as a total turnover for your entire team. And when you're there and do that, make that rank, you get a $102,000 bonus. And they put that into your advertising budget. So now you've got a $102,000 advertising budget that over the next month or two, that $102,000 will turn into $140,000 just because of the profits that you make from the advertising that you do, right? And those start at $25 with a $2,048 total advertising bonus budget or turnover. Pardon me, not budget. You only have to have a $50 active budget. But if you have $2,048 in your entire team, right, you get a $25 bonus. $4,000, you get a $75 bonus, and up it goes. This is in the PDF. Ask the person that brought you here to give you this PDF. And it does end, okay? It does end at the funders circle, where you have $132,700,000 or $700,000 in your active budget with a $65 billion total team advertising turnover. You get a $530 million bonus. Is that going to happen next week? No. Going to happen next month? Probably not. Could it happen in a year? It could. Will it? It could. Could it happen in 10 years? Yeah. If you work this business, yeah, it very, very well could, very easily. And you study these bonuses and they're absolutely phenomenal. So the cashback booster, you give out the certificate. When you sign up, you'll get your own code. All right. Use your sponsor's code to get signed up. Use that code. Then you'll get your own code. And then you give that to people. They use that code. That gives you an extra 5% on all the advertising that they purchase. It's called the share bonus, and it's listed in the back office as a share bonus. And trust me, it's very, very worthwhile, very much worthwhile. The more you share, the more your friends like you because they're now earning, and the more you earn. It's like I say, win-win-win. The businesses, well, they're making money anyway, so they're happy, and so is Neura Tech. What is our history? 2010, it was a shared idea, and then it went from that to a concept stage, and then it went to a learning stage and integration, getting getting the coders together and all that sort of stuff to bring this all into fruition. Then it was tested out with a different name starting in 2017, and then unfortunately some world events caused that to go away, and they closed it down and brought it back as this after all the fixes were done and the servers throughout the globe now rather than just in one place. So that'll never happen again. Got the product finalization, and this Neura Tech Global was launched in 2024. April, I think it was. But that doesn't mean the concept and the building and the design of everything. These things do take time. Trust me. Another thing that I did is coding. They take time. And to get it right, it's got to be gone over and over and over and over, a million times later, over and over again. It's not the easiest thing. And I can't tell you how many lines of code are in this program. I would say in the millions. So, and it works. It does what it says it's going to do. All I can say is I look at my back office every day, and there's more money in it, and there's more money in it. And there's somebody new signed up, and there's more money in it, and somebody new signed up. Where they come from? Well, some people I tell them, and they sign up, and some people just show up. That's just the way it is. And that's part of the things that I do too, because I'm a builder. I'll help you build too. And people will show up in your downline. If you show that you want to build, people will just show up in your downline, and you get all those commissions, not me. The differential and that sort of stuff. Yeah, I'll get a little bit of that. But I want to help you make money, because the more money that you make, the more money I make. And guarantees. Here we go. Guarantees. What guarantees does Neura Tech offer? None. There are no guarantees except for death. Yeah, we are. That life is a sexually transmitted disease that is absolutely fatal. Just a matter of time. That's all. It's the only guarantee there is in life, is that we are going to pass on to our next journey someday. Our security is top notch. Our data is protected and well looked after. They've got security protocols and Cloudflare and other things. The 2FAs set up in here, so we are protected. Nobody's going to steal our stuff. Performance. The AI-driven platform delivers consistent, high-quality results. It does. Okay. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. Like I say, it's sales, but it produces results. Transparency. You can see everything in your back office, the sales that you made. If you want to do some blippity bloops on the keyboard, you can bring up the source code of the page and go through all of that and figure out where and how and all that sort of stuff and how it all works. There's guys in France that do that. They've done it. They've gone through it. They've even tracked each and every sale so that they know, oh yeah, this they can tell you. I don't know how they do it, but they can tell you that, oh yeah, this pair of Adidas shoes was sold in Australia for this amount of money, and this is the member that got paid that this amount of commission, blah 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 blah. So the transparency is there right down to that level. Okay, cashback protection. We've got the Protect Fund. Like I said earlier, 55% of our commissions is given to us. 45 is allocated to the NeuroBot Protect Fund, so that if any member sales don't go through, we get paid anyway. I like that because that means that everybody wins. And I am a big win guy. I really, really like that. And the more you win, the more everybody wins. Satisfaction absolutely must be satisfied. I recommend you start with the 50, get the code from the person that brought you, start with the 50, set it up, and sit and watch and see what happens in a week. See what happens in 2 weeks, and then start making your decision. Have a little bit set aside that you're ready to put in. In a lot of countries, you can use a credit card. North America, unfortunately not. I don't know about Australia. Maybe. I know in the Middle East you can. I know that in Asia you can. I think so in Africa you can use credit cards as well. So that's another bonus as well, because a bank is not going to deal with a company that isn't for real, right? So there's that semi back-ended protection there because we've got the bank's backing as far as being able to use cards. Crypto, you can do bank transfers. Most people use crypto. There's several different cryptos that can be used. I use USDT myself because fees are less. I take my money out I've taken money out a substantial amount already, and I've only been in this 3 months. And today I took out another 230 over the last 3 months. It's just over about 1,300. I have to add it all up, but I won't do that. It's going to take up too much of your time. So check it out. Make sure you're satisfied. If you don't think that okay, well, that's fine. You looked. Thanks. I appreciate it. It's not for everybody. But here's the work that's needed for a passive. All right. You sign up, you use the $50, you like it, you feed it some more, $50 a week, $100 a week, $100 a month, or whatever you can afford. The minimum to put in is $50. So that's why I say $50 a week or a month or something like that, or more. If you don't have the $50, all right, well, make a USDT account if you're into crypto, and then put $1.50 a day in there. Or, take $1.50 a day and put it in an envelope. And then just before you use your card, you put that money on your card and you send that to Neura Tech so that it goes to your advertising budget. That way it doesn't really cost you anything, right? And if you're using your card right, it shouldn't be costing you anything anyway. Another educational program that I could go on for hours about. But if it's not for you, that's okay. We want you to be, but if you're not, that's okay. I know people that, no, I don't want anything to do with that kind of stuff because it's got that pyramid stuff in it. Oh, okay. Well, go back, and I don't mean this derogatory. Go back to your job and have a look at the structure. You've got the owner, and the owner might be the CEO, and the CEO hires a chief financial officer, a chief operating officer, and a chief marketing officer and chief executive officers, and those chief executive officers have their team below them in the management level, and they got the manager of operations and everything like that in this department, and then the accountants in the financial side, and the accountants have their minions and the secretaries and all that sort of stuff, and you got the guy on top, and then everybody going down. Geez, that kind of looks like a pyramid to me. So doesn't matter what business that you're in, it has that structure. So, and the fact is that when the business chooses to use their team members to expand their business as salespeople, because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm selling this to you. I hope I'm doing a good job. I let me know if I'm not, but I hope I'm doing a good job. I'm selling this to you, and because I'm selling this to you, there's a piece of the pie that I get, rather than them going out and advertising, spending it on it. I'll spend the advertising. I'll do that. Let me do that job, and I'll make the money from it, rather than hiring an advertising campaign, which is what all the businesses do with Neura Tech. It's what we do with Neura Tech. Neura Tech is our advertising agency, right? You will be satisfied. I don't see how you couldn't be. I really don't. Again, payment methods, cryptocurrencies, digital wallets. You use Apple Pay, Google Pay, bank transfers, cryptocurrencies. There are fees when you use everything but crypto. There's even still a wee tiny fee with crypto because network fees and whatnot. That's why, like I say, I use USDT on the BNB network or the Polygon network. Those have the less fees. Polygon is pennies. You start using bank transfers, you're looking at $45 to do that. Credit cards, there's I don't know what the fee is because I haven't used one here, but sometimes it's up to 10% on the credit card fees. Digital wallets, again, Apple Pay and Google Pay rely on credit cards, so all those fees come into play as well. I always withdraw in cryptocurrency. I love cryptocurrency. I have been involved in cryptocurrency since 2009. A couple months after Satoshi put out the white paper, I had a Bitcoin account and Bitcoin in it. So I'm a crypto advocate. I rather deal with crypto than any kind of fiat whatsoever. Withdrawal fees, yep. There are $2.5 per withdrawal plus 4%. Now this that's a lot of money. Yeah, is it high? Yeah, I suppose maybe it is. I want Neura Tech to pay their bills, because if they don't pay their bills, they're not in business, and if they're not in business, I'm not in business, and neither are you. So yeah, all right, it's 4% plus 250. Industry standard, kinda. There's a lot of places out there they charge 1-2%. Some don't have any withdrawal fees. How they can do that, I don't know. But a lot of those ones that are in that realm, and they don't do that, 6 months down the road, they're gone anyway, right? So I want Neura Tech to charge me for withdrawal, because I want them to be in business in a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. I want my kids, whatever Neura Tech is by then, I want my kids to be involved in this, right? Why wouldn't you? So yeah, there are some fees. You got to pay them, and it all comes out of the profits that you made anyway. So you put 100 in, you get 135 back. You got $6.50 to withdraw that, $7 to withdraw that. So, all right, it takes the profit down to 31%, maybe 30.5%. Okay. Is that, will your bank give you that? I think it's a good trade-off. I do. And like I say, I want them to make money. I want them to make oodles and oodles and oodles and oodles of money. That way, they're in business, and then we can be in business and earn more money. So that's basically it. Revolutionize how you save and invest by advertising. Because sometimes investments just don't pay off. We've all seen the ones, oh yeah, we'll pay you 20% in every 30 seconds. No, they don't. They don't. They might for a few people at the beginning, but in a month they're gone. And then so is your money. Neura Tech is built for the long term. I honestly believe this is going to be generational wealth. I honestly believe that because of the way that it's set up, because of the people behind it, and because the way that the NeuraBot does things. As long as people are buying things online, we have a business here. Okay. And that is basically it for today. Sign up, get with the person that brought you here, get their link, get their code, put the $50 in, get started. We have the experience. We have the team. I am here to help you. My sponsor, Jason, is here to help you. Everybody is here to help you. I have a Telegram group. Jason has a Telegram group. We have systems in place to help you build this business if you want to build it. All right. But you got to ask about that. Show that you're wanting to. How do you come in and you say, how do I get this business rolling? I run a business building meeting on Thursdays. This is the opportunity meeting on Thursdays. I might even go a little bit longer on Thursdays. Sometimes it goes a couple hours because there's a lot that you can do to really build your business quickly and for not a lot of money. And I go through that on Thursdays. The link will be posted in my Telegram chat. And you can go to the Telegram chat. There's hundreds of people in there right now that are eager to help and eager to ask questions. Never, don't fear asking questions, because that way, and if you ask a question in a group, then somebody else will say, oh, I don't want to ask that question because there's no such thing as a stupid question, honestly. Okay, well, maybe one or two questions might be stupid, but no, feel free. Nobody's going to ridicule you. Nobody's going to treat you like dirt. We're going to say, okay, well, that answer you can find here, or that answer is this because it's a new question, or that answer. Look at this video. To get into your back office, there's the PDF. You go on to there's a link to the Neura Tech Telegram channel. There's a link to the Neura Tech YouTube channel, which again has hundreds of videos on it for every aspect of this business, every aspect. And it's in, again, I think 24 different languages. So the world is your oyster. Somebody in Spain, oh, I'll send them the Spanish PDF and the Spanish video. I know somebody in Taiwan. All right, well, I'll send them the Taiwanese video. Right? And then they can look at it in their own language and understand it better because there's not the translating going on. This is something that is built to be global, all over the place. That kind of means the same thing. So there it is. That's the end of it. And I won't keep you anymore because I've gone over the time already. You guys get with the person that brought you in again, get their code, get signed up, and get this thing started. I'm just so excited about it. I look in my office, I'm jumping around. I want to tell everybody, starting to get a team rolling here in the Philippines, and it's, I want the Filipino people to just absolutely go crazy with this because it's good for them. It's good for them, right? Same in African countries and Indonesia and other places, India. Team India is going crazy. I know one of my guys, Bright, has got a huge Nigerian contingent and African contingent. I know that I've got a bit of one too. It's not difficult. But anyway, I'll end it for there and say thank you to everybody for joining me tonight and watching me make a fool of myself. No, I don't know whether I did or not. I think I'm just so excited about this. I could go on and on and on forever, so I'll end it. Otherwise, I will. So thanks for coming. I really appreciate y'all being here. It was an awesome to see you. And well,